Truck is my friend, my very best friend. We're out on the highway each day. When we're on the road with you have a load, it's just a game that we play. Through rain and through sunshine, through ice and through snow, we're happy wherever we go. The trip may be long, but I sing a song on the highway as we drive along.
Morning guys, October 1st, Friday, Binghamton, New York. Loves, no one loves. I don't, but TA was full. Ran out of hours again. Okie dokie, I'll have more about my gripes when I'm going down the road. Right now, I got 50 minutes before I get rolling. Okie dokie, we go boogie boogie from Binghamton. Hey guys, eastbound on New York 17, east of Binghamton, getting ready to climb Windsor Hill. I remember in the old days, my Crackerbuck GMC in a 237 or 238, inline 671, you can climb this hill at about 15 miles an hour. And that was for 73,000 pounds. Very discouraged with all the lies I've had from my automatic dispatch system. A load that was supposed to be 512 miles, but actually 606 miles. Now this load is only supposed to be 248 miles from Rochester to Bridgewater, New Jersey, but yet the old direction stayed 330 miles. Hang on, got a shift. This load was supposed to be 33,000 pounds of pallet. Instead, it's a 44 plus thousand pounds of Paul Newman spaghetti sauce. And I'm overweight because we get add in the pallet weight. And so I'm running through New York rather than New Jersey, so I don't have to go across the New Jersey scales. And hopefully there ain't no scales open this way. Hang on, get shipped again. A little better than the Crackerbuck GMC, 31 miles an hour. Okie dokie, we go boogie boogie from Windsor Hill on eastbound New York 17. I used to remember in the old days, I used to come down this hill in Georgia Overdrive. Anyone knows what that is? I'm not now. I give Jake Brigg on and keep getting 65. Okay. West eastbound and down, New York 17. Hey guys, trucking eastbound on New York Route 17. The future could be I-86. I've been driving on this road as long as I've been driving. My very first over-the-road trucking trip was on this road here. I used to have a run. My first driving job was a tractor trailer. Was to go up to Tacoma, New York, and get milk for A&P, bring it back, deliver to all the A&Ps in Sullivan County and in Fort Jervis and the Star Dairy. And I'll have more stories as I go about my first trip. I also got my first ticket. When I get to that section, I'll tell more. Okie dokie, eastbound and down, New York 17. Hey guys, here's my first story about New York 17. In this windy section here of New York 17 that runs along the river and the railroad tracks, just before May and John's restaurant, I got my very first ticket as a truck driver. And it was on my very first trip too. Going the other direction in a black and white, they were black and white back then. Recognized the company, knew he'd find something wrong, turned around and pulled me over, right along here somewhere. Sure enough, it was the first week of August and the registration expired in July. So no big deal, I got a ticket and he let me keep on going with an unregistered truck. Oh, about 3 months later, I'm working for a new boss, hauling scrap, trying to get home on a moonlit night with no headlights that had quit. And the same trooper pulled me over. No big deal, he just made me pull him to the side, told me he couldn't let me keep on going. And being the honest person I am, I asked him about the old ticket. And I'm glad I did, because they already had a warrant out because it had never been paid. But because I was the one who initiated the question, but again, no big deal. He took me to the judge. He claimed that I'm the one who asked if it had been paid. I had to pay a whole $10 in bail to be released. He took me back to Main John's restaurant where I waited for my boss to come pick me up. The next day we had to come back and drive the truck home in the daytime. I took the old ticket to my old former boss, Lou Wall. He called the judge and they agreed that my $10 bail would be the fine, and that was it, the end of it. Heck, nowadays they would crucify you for something like that. That was the old days. That was one of the very few tickets I ever got for equipment or anything, driving a tractor trailer. And I think it was right around this corner where he spotted me. Right along the river. Okie dokie. Eastbound and down on New York 17, the future I-86. We go boogie boogie, bye bye. Yeah, back on this windy section of New York 17. Over there's the river, real high flooding. Right over there used to be my favorite diner. It was called Main John's. The yellow building over there. That's one of my favorite stops. A little slow, but great food. I was stopping there already as a teenager, riding with my friend Red in his all-model Mac. We used to stop there all the time. I always had the same thing: cheeseburger and a bowl of chili. Okie dokie, eastbound and down on New York 17. I better stop talking before I get hungry. Go boogie boogie, bye bye. Hey guys, what I forgot to mention about this section of road, either back in 1963 or 1964. First Lady Bird Johnson named this the most scenic highway in America. I can find the picture at home of the sign that I took once when my passengers were riding with me. I'll insert it. This was named, either 63 or 64, this was named America's most scenic highway. Okie dokie, go boogie boogie from New York 17, eastbound. Well guys, because of all the rain, I guess they got flooding again. Look at the river, how high it is. Eastbound and down, New York Route 17, eastbound, 51 miles from Liberty, 133 miles from New York City. Okay, we got DOT down there, the highway department. Okay, we go boogie boogie, bye-bye, let me get over. Hey guys, New York 17 again, and this bridge can be fun in the wintertime. It's off the river, and the trout fishermen didn't want the river disturbed. So they built the bridge along the river and up over it. You can see how high the river is. And it's always icing over the winter because it's so close to the river. Luckily I don't have to worry about that right now. Okie dokie, eastbound and down, New York 17. Hey guys, I got another little story to tell you. I'm going to start right here. My first trip as a truck driver was a Crackerbuck GMC, overloaded, powerless. I'm a little too early. I'll keep on going. I was so overwhelmed. Well, between 12 inches of play on the steering wheel and only a 237 engine and only 80,000 plus, and the weight limit was 73,000. And 12 inches of play on the steering wheel, holes in the floorboard, burlap bags and pillows on the seats so you set up high enough, and my first ticket on my first day on the road when I came back to the Sullivan County line and I seen that Sullivan County sign, I blew the air horn. I got a couple more turns to go. Like I was saying, that first trip, I was so overwhelmed by everything, overweight, defective truck, a ticket. When I came home and I seen that Sullivan County sign, I was so happy that I blew my air horn, and since that day it's been a tradition. Whenever I came home on this section of 17, whenever I came home this direction, I blow the air horn at the Sullivan County line. I'm now back in my home county. Okie dokie, but I can't stay. I'm just passing through on my way to New Jersey. Right outside of Roscoe. Okay, we go boogie boogie. Bye bye. Eastbound 17 by Roscoe, New York. Okay, guys, we're now coming to New York 17 by Livingston Manor. As soon as we crest this hill, this section of road here, when I was a 10-year-old boy, I watched him build this road. I was the unofficial mascot the whole summer doing summer vacation. Most of the time, me and my dogs didn't ever come here. We'd sit up on that bank right over there and watch them, or we'd come down and test over construction workers. But most of the time, I used to hang out with the Grease Monkey, Roby Hubbard, and ride in his truck and watch him grease trucks and stuff. That's when the shop foreman wasn't around. He always chased me up the site, and as soon as he left, I'd be right back, riding in the big equipment, riding on the Grease Monkey truck, and right up here, somebody in this bank, my dog Sinbad got tangled with a porcupine, and it took 4 construction workers to hold him, and one pull the grills back out. But this here was my section of highway. I just hung out here all summer. Summer of '62. Okie dokie. From New York 17 eastbound on Livingston Manor, we go boogie boogie bye bye. Sign here said water on road. Use caution ahead. Use caution. Water on road ahead. Boy, the flooding must be bad. Okie dokie. When we get to it, we'll show you if we're still there. Hey guys, this is one of the last sections. There's Smokey the Bear watching us. This is one of the last sections of Route 17 that's being built. This is the bypass that they're building to go around the Parksville light. The Parksville light is the last traffic light on New York 17. And when they finish this section here around Parksville, there'll be no more traffic lights on New York 17 in its entire length. Pretty soon the whole road will be to interstate standards. Okie dokie. We go boogie boogie. This car's going so slow, I'm going to flip the construction somewhere. I'm only doing 35 miles an hour at 55. What am I going to do? Nope. We're zipping a little bit. Like I said, this is the bypass around the Parksville light. Okay, we're running low on memory time, so that's it for now. We go boogie boogie. Okie dokie, we're coming up to the Parksville light. Will it be red or will it be green? So right now it's green. It's the last traffic light on New York 17. It might be the last chance to film it. Pretty soon it'll be bypassed. Okie dokie, I only had 1 minute and 10 seconds left. Now I only got 50 seconds left. Hey guys, I only have a few seconds left in my memory, and I want to show you a few other things. This here is the Monticello exit. This is where I would be getting off if I was going home. But I'm driving right on Seward in New Jersey to deliver this load. Hopefully I'll be home tonight. This is exit 104, eastbound 17, New York 17, Monticello. Okay, we go boogie boogie. Okay guys, I just dropped off my trailer at CNS Wholesalers in Newburgh. Stewart Air Force Base, Stewart Field. On my way home, our 17K. Okay, boogie boogie.
That's all, folks.